All right, let's go out to Utah and talk to brother Ryan. What's up, Ryan?
Hello, John. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. How about you?
I'm doing really well.
Excellent, excellent. What's up?
Well, today I came to you with a question. I'm wondering, how do I eliminate unhealthy, emotionally charged behaviors in my relationships with my family and significant others when I'm hurt and frustrated?
Oh, man. How old are you?
I'm 21.
21. What's emotional charge? What does that look like in real life?
Well, I want to give you a little bit of background on this.
Okay.
So, when I was 8 years old, my parents ended up splitting up.
Okay.
That means my memories of them are from about 5 to 8 years old of them being together. And these memories include them fighting, name calling, ghosting, screaming and yelling at each other. And that's, what I learned to be normal. And basically, I noticed I have these same tendencies with my family today and even my girlfriend. And I just, these were my normal relationship situations. And so how do I fix that?
Oh, man. How much honesty can you handle today?
I think I can handle a lot.
A little bit or a lot? Are you if I lay it on pretty good, will we still be friends?
I'm open to it, yes.
Okay. You mentioned the word tendency a lot. I want to throw that word out and never use it again. Okay. Your parents beat each other up physically and metaphorically. I mean, and psychologically and emotionally. Okay. That happened. You saw all of that. And you also, even at a young age, knew that's not right. It scared you. It's the only picture you had, but you knew it wasn't right. And so I want to fast forward to you're a 21-year-old, you're an adult, and screaming and yelling and carrying on and being over emotional with someone that you care about, with anybody, much less your girlfriend. I want to take mom and dad out now. Okay. I don't want to continue to call back to, well, this is just, I know it's just a tendency I have. No, you're screaming and yelling and being abusive to your girlfriend. Stop.
Mm-hmm.
Is that fair?
I think so, yes.
Okay. I know so. Tell me why you're struggling, because you know this hurts her. You don't feel good after you're done screaming and hollering and acting the fool. Why do you continue to do it? What does it get you?
It doesn't get me anywhere, and it hurts me too, but in the moment, it just feels so natural, I guess.
It gets you something. What is it? Otherwise, you wouldn't keep doing it.
I guess it puts me in a position of power over her sometimes.
Okay. And that keeps you from feeling small and little and scared like that 5-year-old little boy was when mom and dad were screaming and smashing things?
Yeah.
Does your girlfriend deserve to be treated like this?
No, she doesn't.
Does anybody?
That's why I want to change it. Nobody does.
Okay. Your parents cannot change your situation in the present, so let's stop talking about them. We know we've done the tracing, we know where it's from, and now we just got to come to the present. How in are you on making a change here?
I'm in 100%.
It's hard because power is a really, really seductive mistress. Like if you told me you wanted to quit lying or quit cheating or quit, man, that's easier than turning off the addiction to this temporary feeling of power and strength.
Yes, for sure.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to create a new identity starting right this second, okay? From this point forward, Ryan is a guy who never yells. Ryan is a guy who never screams, who's never emotionally abusive. That's not the kind of guy you are. That's not who you are. Those are things that you never do.
Mm-hmm.
Say it.
I will never do those things. I will never yell at people.
You're talking now. See, you skipped a step. You went straight to actions. I want identity. I'm a guy who, fill in the blank. Use your own words, not mine.
I'm a guy who loves people and treats them well.
Nope. Because you can love people and treat them well and also lose your mind and throw a temper tantrum and scream and yell. Who are you? Who are you going to be from this point forward?
I guess someone who...
No guessing. Say it. Car Ramrod, say it.
I'm a guy who's going to take care to make sure I'm mindful of people's emotions and take care of my own self.
Oh my gosh. Could you say it any more like me? Ryan. I'm a guy who does not scream at anybody ever.
I'm a guy that doesn't scream at people.
Ever. I'm a guy who doesn't ever raise his voice because I'm not a child.
I'm a man who will not scream because I'm not a child anymore.
Okay. I'm a man who will love my girlfriend, my future wife. I'll love my kids with a deep respect. I'm never going to take that from them by trying to be overly powerful. You don't have to say all that, but you get what I'm saying? This is going to take an entire identity change because if you just try to change actions, what you're going to do is what most dads do. Most husbands do, most boyfriends do, and you're just going to channel it somewhere else. What do I mean by that? Instead of screaming and yelling and being all angry, you're going to just bury it deep inside your chest like a nuclear reactor. And everyone in the house is going to know you're in a bad mood, but you're not going to say anything. And then if she says, are you okay? What's wrong? You're going to get all mad. Why are you always bothering me about me being in a bad mood? I'm fine. You're the one that keeps nagging me. See what I'm saying? It's the same exact thing. One is just done with silence and one is done with volume. So we're not going to focus so much right this second on just doing a couple of things differently. We're going to change who we are. And that starts with a proclamation. I will never yell at a person again. If that means in the middle of a fight or middle of a disagreement, or I feel it welling up inside of me, I'm going to look at her and say, I need 5 minutes, and you just sprint out the front door and go for a walk. That's what you're going to do. If that means you drop and do 20 push-ups, if that means you take a knee and you say, will you hold my hand? That means if you say, no more talking, we need to finish this tomorrow. Because I'm a guy who never yells. So like one of my core things, like I'm a guy who doesn't borrow money. I just don't borrow money. And so, hey, we need this thing. Well, we're not going to get this thing. We're going to have to figure out another way to do it. I'm going to have to go sell something. I'm going to have fill in the blank. I'm going to have to take on another job. I'm going to have to take another shift. I'm going to have to take another speaking gig because I'm a guy who doesn't borrow money. So that means I've got to figure out another avenue. I've taken it completely off the table. And so that's the level of identity shift. Okay. So that's number one. Number two, you have to decide, I'm going to catch myself when the feelings begin, and I'm going to take myself out of that situation. And I'm going to ask myself, what is my body trying to protect me from? I can almost guarantee you, your body's trying to protect you from feeling powerless ever again because you felt it when you were a kid and you never want to feel it again. Am I right or wrong?
You're correct.
Yeah. Part of being in a relationship is sometimes being the feeling small. It's part of it. And the way to rebalance the power, or the way to rebalance your relationship is not ripping somebody else down by their hair and bringing them down below you. That's not it. Sometimes it's just standing up. You get that?
Mm-hmm.
So play it out for me. Play out the scenario. When's the last time you yelled and screamed and found yourself just in a rage? What happened?
I don't know.
Something happened recently. That's what you're calling, right?
It's been a little while, but yeah. I guess the situation that I have is like, I was we were going to clean up her car, right? And she had another option from one of her friends who was going to go to help her, but she wasn't like figuring it out. And I kind of just lost it. I raised my voice. I didn't yell or anything. I raised my voice for sure.
About
And
cleaning the
immediately I
car?
was like, yeah, I know. So stupid.
What about it? What about that moment made you raise your voice? What were you trying to communicate?
I guess I was trying to say that I'm trying to, do something for her. And when she has another option but is not exploring it or trying to help me with that, I was like, I feel like I don't know what to do. And so that was my first response, was to raise my voice and get frustrated at her.
I don't think your first response is to raise your voice to get frustrated with her. I think your first response is to raise your voice so that you can get that your mom and your dad to look at you. Will somebody please look at me because I'm scared and I'm hurting? And mom and dad chose other options. And so when your girlfriend has another option, your body just goes to terror mode, and you have to learn to be an adult and say, we were scared when we were 5, but now I'm 21. Now I'm 22. Now I'm 30. Now I'm 40. I don't kick and scream like a child anymore. I acknowledge, whoa, whenever she has another option, it makes me feel uncomfortable. It makes me feel less than. Man, yowzers. I need to choose to not to work on that, to not feel like that. I need to reach back out and say, hey, you have a million options. I'd love to help you with your car. If you don't want me to help, that's great. I'm going to go do something else. That's you choosing peace, not choosing war. You get the difference?
Yes, sir.
Do you want that?
Of course I want that.
I've got some buddies that just love chaos. They just love it, man. Like they're content to die, like just in chaos. And I don't understand it. I'm just always wanting a more and more peaceful life. Here's the thing that's worked for me. When I feel my body taken off on me, I literally will take my open hand and put it on my chest. I'll take a deep breath and I will ask myself, what is my body trying to protect me from? It is almost never my wife. It's almost never my kids. It's almost always a feeling of I'm feeling powerless, I'm feeling less than, I'm feeling not important. And that's my issue, not theirs. That's my issue, not theirs. Sounds like you spent a long time, a lot of years blaming your late teen and early adulthood behaviors and actions and choices on your parents. Let's don't do that anymore. As Jocko says, let's take full ownership. Let's take extreme ownership. I'm Ryan. I'm 21 years old. I'm an adult. I'm old enough to buy beer. From this point forward, I'm a guy who treats people with dignity and respect. From this point forward, I'm a guy who never raises his voice because only children raise their voice unless they're trying to keep somebody from falling off a bridge or getting hit by a car or something. I don't raise my voice. It's just not who I am. It's not how I solve problems. And I'm a guy that when my body starts to take off on me, I feel it and I own it. And by the way, this is just me being vulnerable and honest. On Sunday, man, I was grumpy. I was just feeling low, just like a bum. Need to take a second. My son and my daughter got a trampoline for Christmas and it's been sitting in the garage. I haven't had time to fix it. And my son has been asking me, can we get that up? Can we get that up? And I wanted a break. And my son comes bebopping in, Dad, can we put up the trampoline today? And I was like, you know what? Fine. Let's just do it now. And he's like, he said, whoa, it's okay, Dad. We don't have to do it today. He knew it. He could feel it on me. And I was like, nope, you keep asking. Let's just get this done. We went outside and I was grumpy. We got it done. I never raised my voice. I never yelled. I never got mad, but I was a nuclear reactor. And then yesterday was Monday. My son got home from school and he was walking through like, hey, Dad. And I just said, hold on, come here. And he said, what happened? And he kind of froze like he was in trouble. And I said, hey, you are not in trouble. And I grabbed both sides of his face with my hands and I held his face. And I said, yesterday I was really just in a mood. It had nothing to do with you. That was about me. One of my favorite things about you is you kept asking, hey, Dad, can we do something together? Can we do something together? Can we do something together? Can we build this thing? Because I know our family's going to love having a trampoline back out there. Can we do this thing together? Thank you for not giving up on me, son. My grumpiness was about me, not you. I was so fun getting to put that together with you." And he said, "Thanks, Dad." And he went to the next room. I said, "I was sorry. You're going to have to say you're sorry a lot, Ryan, because you're practicing a whole new way of life. Let me tell you, every second of it is worth it. Put the effort in. When you're 23, 24, you're not going to be this guy anymore because you're going to practice. You're going to have worked on it. You're going to grind, scraped your knuckles up, but you're going to be a guy who doesn't yell and scream. You're going to be a guy who owns his feelings, treats people with dignity and respect, and is the person. You're going to be the person who changes the family curse forever. It's not going to be fun, but it's going to be worth it."